Hello, this is Dr. Don White, and this podcast provides the directions for inserting columns into the effect size Excel file. This file was shared as part of the IASA Administrators Academy. This sample is going to insert a column so that you can add a field for the teacher's name. On your screen, you're looking at the effect size for pre and post scores, just the sample file that was shared during the academy. To insert the column, you need to click on your data worksheet. In this case, it's called test data. And then I advise you to insert the column between column A, or the first column, and the last column, which in this case is column W. Anywhere in between there will be fine, because then the data range for the pivot tables will be updated. If you insert it beyond the range that's already available, in other words in column X or beyond, then the data range will not be updated in the pivot table. To insert a column, you click on a column. In this case, I'm clicking on column U. I'm going to right click and then click Insert. Then I'm going to label the column, or the header. In this case, I'm going to call it Teacher. And then you could populate the data that belongs to this. I'm going to make it rather simple. I'm going to populate this with up to 10 teachers. Just going to randomly add these teachers to the students. I've added several teachers' names to this data set. Now I need to go back to the effect size calculations worksheet, or the location where the pivot tables are created. And you can see when I click on a pivot table, the headers or the field names appear to the right. And when I look in the list, I will notice that the header teacher is not available. That's because I need to update this list. To do that, I click on Analyze, Refresh, Refresh All, and then you'll notice that teacher appears. If you want to filter by the teacher name, you can click and hold the field called Teacher and move it down to the filters. And you'll notice along the left, it is now appearing. I also need to do that for the second pivot table. Find Teacher, move it down to the filters area. And now I can filter. I want to look at the students who had Teacher 1. Need to filter both of those. And because I didn't enter teacher names for all of the data, you'll notice that I don't have any available. But if I had teacher names for all of the data all the way down on the test data worksheet, I would have students that appear here. That's how you insert a column. You could also insert additional columns for additional data that you'd like to filter by. That could be programs within your district, services that the kids have received, or basically anything that you'd like to track.